everyone, welcome to my channel. Let's talk about it Media 21. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And please hit the notification bell. That way every time I upload a video, you will be the first one to see it. Note, all comments are alleged in our opinion and for entertainment purposes only, where we discuss celebrity news, celebrity gossip, what's going on IG and Google, and what's the hot topic for the day or the week. Fair use. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All comments are alleged in our opinion and for entertainment purposes only.
Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for supporting the channel. Don't forget to like, to comment, but be kind, and also turn on the notification bells. That way every time I upload a video, you'll be the first one to see it. So let's talk about it. Also, the Cash App is Let's Talk About It Media. Let's get into it. Devon Franklin has entered the chat to talk to the Red Table Talk, of course, with Jada Pinkett Smith and the family, whether that's the mom or the daughter, whoever's at the table with Jada. So let's get into it. Devon Franklin reflects on the painful reality of life after divorce from Meagan Good. When he said, "I do," there was never a moment when we were thinking, "I don't." Must have been a moment because you're divorced. So everybody is saying this is wordplay. Why is he talking about this now? Everyone could get if he was speaking on this a month after the divorce, 2 months after, but almost now, why still be mentioning her name? She might be in a new relationship. She might be dating someone new. People get it. But mind you, he had taken a hiatus. He wasn't posting really anything for 6 or 8 months. He wasn't really saying anything. And I think he just got a job on one of the really well-known show, maybe Marriage at First Sight, something. He just got a job recently. But everyone's saying there's wordplay here. I do was there, never a moment when thinking I don't. So let's get into what is being said. I didn't watch the episode, I'm just reading what the article is saying. He recently bought some property and he kind of felt emotional buying the property on his own. Most guys that are well known, good looking, very bright, very intelligent, and knowledgeable, and seems to be like a people person. So you get with an actress, and they talked about being celibate for a very long time, not connecting in how most people do, and they rush things. So they were celibate for a very long time, allegedly. So you get married. They're married for a very long time, 8, 10 years, almost right at 10 years. Get a divorce. You're pretty much silent. Meagan is on Instagram looking gorgeous, moving on with her life, smiling. Look like she's having a great time. Now, mind you, they went on this big book tour talking about their celibacy, talking about healthy relationships, talking. You have to be careful when certain things try to make things seem extremely good. And then all after a while, it's like, wow, we didn't even see that coming, because a lot of people didn't see it coming. They thought that this would last to the end of time. And they were really close with the other couple that looks like his brother, the actor from Empire. So let's get into it. Let's talk about relationships. It's very clear that there were some concerns in regards to how the church treated Meagan Good, how she dressed, how she spoke, different things like that. But the thing is, he knew who he was marrying, but the church was almost not acceptable of who he was marrying. But they were supposed to get over it, because the one thing I've learned, and a lot of people saying, the church is very judgmental, critical, and sometimes in regards to their relationships, misery loves company. So even though you seem happy, you're joyous, your kids are healthy, they love to throw a wrench in there and say something, gossip about something. That's why a lot of people, sometimes, some churches aren't like that. Sometimes the pastors will say, I'm not going to deal with gossiping. We're going to love on each other. We're going to support each other. They don't even like the first lady come to me with love. We're not doing this in this church. Some churches are like that. Some churches are not. They love the misery, love company. They love for the older women to try and put the younger women down. And people know there's a way to dress when you're going to church, or the way to dress when you're going to work. Well, a lot of times people won't wear what they're going to club in and wear that to work. Of course, their boss will look at them like, that's inappropriate, go home. You know what I'm saying? So people know the right from wrongs. So let's get into why many people are kind of giving him side eye in regards to, no one really said who it was on. We're just going to try and go through this painful situation. And many people say, if you got a good one, you should have kept her, because now he's probably dating and seeing that some women may say, hey, I want you to do this, pay this bill. I want you to maybe do my hair, or I want you to get my nails done. And some women may just be so busy, he doesn't like that. So he's now seeing what's now out there in the dating field. There's some great women out there, but they may not smile, and they just kind of, you know, don't seem as a happy person like Meagan. So he may be feeling the 80-20 rule. You had a great woman that was at 80. You might have liked some things and there were some concerns, but she was a great woman. And now you're dealing with the 20s and you're kind of concerned, like, wow, she don't want to cook, she don't want to clean, she works all the time, but she's a great girl, but she works all the time. She has a nice personality, but she doesn't have a bubbly personality. So he might be going through that right now. Like I told you in regards to just last week, I was saying in regards to when people go on the red table talk, it's almost like they go there for almost counseling and to talk about their pains. In the beginning of the red table, I would say it was more so, let's talk victory, let's talk this, let's talk positive stuff. But then all of a sudden, with everything that's going on with Will and Jada, I stopped watching the red table a long time ago, when it was just this and that, and it's draining. It's draining. Of course, everybody is supposed to speak on their experience, but when, if the show's 45 minutes and all you're talking is 30 minutes of negative, 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 and you only got like 5 minutes, 10 minutes of positive, it becomes draining. Some people need that counseling to go somewhere to say, I've been there too. But if you're in a positive vibe and you're in a positive mood, sometimes dealing with the negative conversations of, you just don't tune in because it's just too draining. You don't want to go there. But when you're in a place of trying to figure things out, that's probably the place to go. But here nor there, people love Red Table. I guess it's been doing extremely well. She's still on. So here nor there, not downing it. It's a place for women to go and men to be able to talk as well. So, well wishes to Devon Franklin. Let me know how you feel about him seeming like he misses Meagan, but Meagan has probably moved on. And everyone looked at them as a decent, great couple. Here you have, he worked with Will Smith, even. So he even knows the family. He worked with Will Smith as like an assistant or something. And yeah, it's just interesting. Relationships are interesting. You have to put in the work for it to work, but you have to also appreciate what you have if you have a good one. Because sometimes you'll get in these streets and realize, wow, I had an amazing woman. Now I'm left with being alone, buying property by myself, and it's painful. Dude, you should have probably stayed with Meagan. She's a gorgeous woman, and most men look up to her as such a gorgeous woman. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for supporting the channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know how you feel about him still talking about Meagan. Do you think he almost wants her back? Do you think he's suffering from seeing what's really out there? Not saying all women are bad, not saying all churches are bad, but do you think he's feeling it in regards to trying to redate? Thanks for tuning in. Have a great day, everyone, and the loneliness.